Hello, welcome to my channel. And Kelly, what a pleasure to have you back.
Oh, Gertrude, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been so long.
Yeah, I can't believe it. That's why I'm really excited today.
Yeah, I
So
think you said July. July was the last time. And then my life got busy and so thank you for inviting me and having me on.
yeah, so there's a quick hi to Bora Bora standing in the light with Annie Bear,
Hi,
CJ,
Janet, CJ. Hi.
a message. Okay, let me start this. So let's get into it. What you were sharing with me just now about, yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna share with you, and I know, like Annie, you were at the Dream Show last night, and I shared it there. But for all the people that will be here today that haven't heard it, and the people that are listening in the future, last Wednesday I was on Allie's channel and I did a chakra alignment, clearing, and expansion, and and it's funny when I do these things, I'm always thinking about you guys, the viewers and the people that that are watching it. I never really think about myself when I'm doing it, that that it's working on me too. And so I'm gonna explain what happened to me later that day after I got done with that on Ellie's channel. I later that afternoon I was in the kitchen with my older son, and I think we were getting ready to prepare dinner, and um all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, this what appears to look like a dog runs through, just runs right by our legs through the kitchen and then out the patio door. And I asked my son, I said, "Did you just see what kind of looked like a dog run by us?" And he goes, "No," but he goes, "I just saw like a blue orb on the cupboard." And and it was really strange because I only caught the back end of the dog, and it was really it was like a really dark brown, it almost had like red, like a reddish dark brown, but it also had black in it. And I just chalked it up as like, okay, it's weird. There's just, a dog visiting, passing through, and didn't think anything more of it until later that evening. I decided to call my mom and check in on her. And so I was sitting in our living room alone, and it was dark. It was dark outside, um, and so just to give you an example, our living room has really high ceilings, and not that this is even really truly matters, but we have probably like 18-foot ceilings. And so we have large windows in the living room, but the drapes are pulled and it was dark. And I'm talking to my mom, and I'm just telling her, I said, I'm kind of feeling run down, and I'm just a little concerned because she's in the nursing home, and that I felt like maybe I was getting sick. And I didn't want to be getting sick when I knew I was, going to be coming to visit her. And she's so susceptible in the nursing home. And so I said, I was, concerned about that. And I was just talking to her, and all of a sudden I see these lights. Well, I saw light that got my attention. And so it was, it was, it was floating up in the middle of the living room, and there was two lights, and then there was two lights below it, and they were perfectly aligned, but they also were perfectly aligned, and they went around, and they were white lights, and they weren't blinking. They were just lights, not flashing. But the lights, I could see what looked like a circular disc, like a spaceship, and I couldn't see the back of it. And as soon as my mind registered that there's a spaceship in my living room, it was gone. It was just gone as fast as I could register it. But but I was able to see it. And so anyway, I didn't say anything to my mom, and I did tell my husband and my sons that this is what I had saw when I was on the phone. And so before I went to bed, I asked my angels and my guides about you know, why the spaceship was in my living room and why I saw it and what was going on. And I really had trouble sleeping that night because the energy in the house was really high. But what they told me, what they explained to me was um, that they've always been with me and that they too are my protectors and healers and guides, and that they come in all the time, and that they provide healing and downloads, and that I had received higher frequencies and downloads and healing, and that they said that, you know, they come often, but I don't see them like I had, you know, I had saw them Wednesday night. And the the morning that I woke up, I was better. I didn't feel run down. I didn't feel sick. You know, I felt like I was coming down with a cold or a flu. And so they obviously provided me with some healing. And I know it sounds out there. It sounds crazy. And it did to me too, because it's like, how can this even happen? How can this work? And I'm still, it still just kind of baffles me, and it's just kind of hard to wrap my head around. But in another sense, I want to share my story, because if anybody else ever, you know, has had this happen, you know, I don't want there to be any fear either. And that we should, you know, feel comfortable sharing our stories. But yeah, that was a week ago today.
That that is amazing,
Yeah.
because I know from my recent bout with illnesses that my spirit team really helped me. Jesus, it was
Yeah.
interesting. This time it was mainly Jesus, because when I had stroke of the eye, and the new and the doctor told me bluntly, you either have valley fever or lung cancer. So both incidents, I started watching It's a Miracle on YouTube, and there were two episodes where Jesus came in and healed. And when I finished watching that, I could hear Jesus telling me, go and pray. So I spent 2 hours that afternoon in meditation, just staying in his presence. And and my spirit team, yeah, I shared that story already, that I will go into it really fast. It's just amazing that, so on a Wednesday, I went to see the eye specialist, and he told me I have I have a clot in my eye. And then he said, you know, you should see the retina specialist. And then when I went to the counter, they just wouldn't let me have the referral or anything. And the following morning, I woke up and immediately this message just starts coming in. The first message was, I would rather lose my eye to careful, conscientious care than this fast food type of doctor, because he was bringing in people one after another. And they say because mistakes can be made when it's like that.
Yes. Yes.
Then they say, and then the main thing was, do not put any eye drop in your eye until you go back to see your doctor. And the message was, go back to your doctor. You trust him. So I went to my doctor and went back to him. I just saw him like 2 weeks ago. And it was stroke of the eye, bleeding, and then bleeding in the macular area. So I asked him, is this
Oh,
serious? He said, very serious, because in the macular area, you can go blind. So he said, yes, you should see the retina associate. So I called them. They would not see me until they talked to the doctor. They talked to the doctor and they rushed me in. So they treated me with injection in the eye. So yesterday I went to see my own doctor. The macular area is all clear. Caught in time. My spirit team, I just can't get over the fact I woke up in the morning and they started feeding these messages to me.
yes. That's amazing. That is an amazing. It's a miracle, and we really, really, really have the availability to all of our spirit guides, angels, and helpers, and guides all the time. It's just, we need to communicate with them of, what we need, and how they can help us. And my gosh, you have a team, boy, that is on your side.
I still can't get over it. Every day I wake up, I remember that morning when the messages came in, because I had no reason to doubt that doctor, especially with the pressure in my eye. He was having me put glaucoma drops into an eye that is perfectly okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
the pressure.
Thank God you got that message.
Yeah, because my good eye, I don't want to put these strong drops into my good eye when I don't need
Right.
it. And they made that very clear. You don't want to put any drops into your eye until your eye doctor verify it. And I
Yep.
went, and there was no eye pressure. I didn't have glaucoma. Yeah.
So it
So,
was misdiagnosed.
yeah. Lottie B, I felt I've been visited during the night too. Swear I heard a spaceship. I would love to know more if you are able to pick up anything about who they are. I'm curious. So maybe I'll start this and afterwards
Yeah.
let you go through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do.
Yeah. Well, it just shows that we have a spirit team who care about us and who are
Mm.
there to help us, and they will do everything. But sometimes we just, like my brother. I have a brother who lost one eye. He knew something was wrong, but he ignored it. And by the time he went to get it seen, it was too late. So, I'm sure I can imagine his spirit team telling him, you have to go. And he
Mhm. Giving
pushing.
them those nudges, giving them those signs, and if a person's not listening and digging their heels in, that's too bad.
So that's from that I learned that what they do is they put image messages into our mind. So
Mhm.
even when we feel that it's, it comes from our mind, don't dismiss it as my
Right.
imagination, I'm overreacting.
Because that's exactly it. And sometimes you make a really good point, Gertrude, because sometimes you can hear the words, but a lot of times it's just you're just hearing it in your mind
Yeah.
is all. And so, and I can see where if somebody isn't really, in tune with it, would just blow it off and just think that it was their imagination.
Yes, because for years before I get into all this, I know about spirit team. I always tell my sisters, my mind tell me this, my mind tell me that, you know,
Yeah. Yep.
because it comes from my mind. But I could tell that it was more than just myself. It was like my mind.
Your
And
higher self.
yeah, later I found that our spirit team.
Yeah.
Standing in the, I do that walk, a sacred aid that Kelly shared with us a few months ago.
I just did that walk, that sacred 8 walk, Annie, probably a half hour before we came on. And thank you for reminding me to do it. Have you ever done that, Gertrude?
No.
You you place 2 crystals on the floor, and just far enough apart, and it can be any crystal, and if you don't have a crystal, it could be a rock or something, or a favorite object or something. Anyway, you place them apart, and then you walk the infinity, the sacred 8, and as you're walking it, you just say what you need, what you want to release, and it could be the Hopopono, prayer. It could be just whatever prayer that comes in. You could just walk it and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm telling you, it works so much and it works so fast. And so I do it, but I forget about it. And Annie had reminded me this morning, that I should probably do it. And I had totally forgot about it. And so I did it. I did it this morning. And so any of you out there that are struggling through something or just anything you need, I recommend just trying it and seeing how it works for you, because I know the first time I did it, now I don't remember what I was saying, but it literally, whatever it was, it happened within hours after I had walked that 8. And so it's really powerful.
So here, let's say hi. Michelle, Clancy, CJ, yes, Annie Bay, something in the light. Mediumship development with Jordan Colburn and Ars Mathers, Zima, Carl Hayes, Terry, Lottie B, Jessica Lynn.
Hello.
Oh, thank you all for being here. And if I miss Celeste, okay, so the question I have is standing in light with Annie Bear and then Michelle Kranz, Lottie B, Celeste. So I have these 4. So if I miss anyone, let me know. And hi, John, France, Teresa, Levy. So what about the healing? Do you want to start that now?
Yeah. Yep. Are you ready? Should we start?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna start out by surrounding us with the whitest, purest light of the Holy Spirit, so that you're fully protected and shielded, and that we have an armor of divine white light, loving pink light, beautiful gold light, Archangel Michael's blue light, and Archangel Raphael's green light. And they're surrounding us, they're protecting us, they're guiding us, they're healing us, and they're loving us today and all the days ahead. And so it is. So we are protected. And so now if you guys want to, if you are comfortable laying down, you can lay down. If you want to stay seated, however it is that you're comfortable, if you want to grab a blanket and get cozy, whatever you want to do. There's no right or wrong way. And so we're going to start out by calling in our spirit team. We're going to call in our angels, our guides, our helpers, God and our ancestors, all in the highest vibration and light. And whoever else that you may call on them now to come in. So let's drop, roll, and relax our shoulders and neck. Clearing our minds, lowering our focus or closing our eyes. Letting go of all worries, all burdens, and all stress. A big breath in and out. Connecting consciously with every breath as it flows in and out. Allowing your breath to become deeper and deeper, centering you in this present moment. When breathing out, feel the heaviness and the tension leaving your body. Breathing in love, peace, and healing. Feel your body getting lighter and lighter, and your mind is quiet. And you're allowing yourself to become receptive to the healing taking place today. You are safe. You are loved. We're now going to visualize this beautiful, beautiful emerald green river below our feet. It's sparkling and shimmering. And every sparkle is Archangel Raphael's healing energy. Every sparkle and shimmer holds the energy to heal our bodies. Now see these beautiful emerald green sparkles entering the bottom of your feet. You can feel the warmth and the tingling vibration as it's entering in the bottom of your feet. You feel safe, warm, and comfortable as this energy is moving up through your toes, into your ankles, now up into your knees, and up into your legs. You can feel it now moving into your hips, into your sacral chakra, continuing into your solar chakra, healing everything along the way. It's moving up into our chest and our lungs, and into our heart chakra. You're still feeling the warmth, tingliness from that emerald green light, comforting and healing every cell, every organ, every muscle, every bone in your body. This vibrant emerald green energy now moves into your throat and neck. And it's removing all blocked energy, all stuck energy, and all stagnant energy. And it's healing all that needs healing in your body. Moving now up into your head. And it's clearing away any negative thoughts, any negative beliefs, and any negative patterns. We're moving now back down into your neck. And we're going into your shoulders and down into your back. Healing every muscle, every tissue, every organ, every cell, bone in your body. Now going down into your arms, through your wrist, hands, and fingers. Archangel Raphael has touched and healed every cell in your body. I have received. I have received. I thank you. I thank you. And so it is. Thanks be to God. I'm going to do some sound healing with my drum as you come back into your body. And you can allow this frequency to clear and heal anything else that still may need attention. Oh, you know what, Annie? I will do it a little bit louder. We'll do just a little bit louder. Thank you. I hope that was a little bit better, a little bit louder. I hope.
Yeah, that's a lovely drum. I
Oh,
like
thank you.
the vibration.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, listen, all I got you. None, yeah, business. Yeah, so okay.
Everybody should take a drink. Take a drink of some water or something. Have a. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of put me in a in a zone where I have to get back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So here, standing in light with any bed, a message from my time in Lemuria, please and thank you. Or just a message from Lemuria.
I'm gonna pull some different cards here. I forget the name of these cards, but they're so beautiful. Annie, I'm going to show you what I got here. I got to reclaim your energy. Reclaim your energy. and that you're going through a transformation, and just to allow. I don't know if you can see these. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's really important to stay grounded. And I know you know this stuff already. It's just a reminder from them to to stay grounded in this energy, this heightened energy that we're in. Your throat chakra, this should have done a good clearing on it, but it's a reminder, and I know you're doing this, to express and speak and speak your truth. You don't need to hold back. You you can speak your words with kindness and with truth to own your needs and what you need, and then balance. This is going to be really balanced for you, and just being grounded. So a lot of it does kind of evolve around of staying grounded, and that all of your senses I get right now are really being heightened. So that would explain why the grounding is so important, and that's going to keep you in balance. And there too, just drinking extra water and having quiet time and alone time is going to be very, very beneficial. And just making sure that your boundaries are in place too, because it's important to take care of yourself, Annie.
Okay, so the next one will be Michelle Kranz. What was the green shadow I saw on the wall last night?
Michelle, the first thing I get was Archangel Raphael coming in to provide healing in your house. I get that somebody and probably even including you are really in need of healing, and there too your intuition and gifts are also being heightened right now. And the veil right now is so thin, and so we're able to see and hear and sense and smell everything more. I mean, everything is just so heightened right now. And so with your gifts too being increased, that you were able to see it, which he's always there, and he's always providing healing. It's just you don't always see him. And so it truly was a gift. It was really a gift that that you saw him.
So, Lottie B. I feel I have been visited during the night too. Swear I heard a spaceship. I would love to know more if you are able to pick anything up about who they are. I am curious.
This is amazing. And Lottie, I'm so glad that we as a community can feel comfortable talking about this stuff without feeling like, oh, we might possibly be judged. Because these things are happening, and I think the more that we can talk about it and express what we're seeing and hearing and experiencing is just it's going to allow for more experiences, first of all, to come in, because you're comfortable, you feel comfortable enough and safe enough to share it. I get too that you are a part of the galactic team, and that they're too, they're protecting and healing you, just as what happened to me last Wednesday. I feel it's the same. It's almost like a mirrored experience is happening to you, except I didn't hear it. I was just able to see it. And so I think too that they are just coming in to show you, first of all, that they're there and not to be afraid, and that they're protecting and healing you. And I really feel like they've been with you since you came to earth, that they're just a part of, whenever I say I call in, my angels, my guides, God, and my helpers, that's them I'm referring to.
Celeste, I have been struggling with bladder irritation. Any insight on what I need to heal? Thank you.
Well, Celeste, the first thing I get is sometimes when we're having bladder issues, there there are things going on that um, maybe just need to be looked at, and sometimes and I hate to say it, but sometimes we have some underlining anger in our bodies that that we've been holding on to, whether we had an experience in childhood, or our teenage years, or our adult years, that something that really ticked us off and made us angry, and you were entitled every ounce of it to be angry, and to be mad, and to feel this. However, it's really important to know that we, in order to heal, we have to let some of that stuff go. um that it's no longer, it's doing our bodies a disservice. um and sometimes it can be abandonment too. um so I would, um personally, I would sit down, if I was you, Celeste, with a pen and paper, and I would just start um writing down things that have hurt you, since the start of time, where you could remember. And in anything that hurt you, I would start writing them down. And what you're going to find is, when you start writing these down, things are going to come into your psychic that you weren't even aware of, that had happened. And you're going to be like, where in the heck did that come from? um but it's going to be your angels and guides, just helping you navigate to get to the root of the things that you need to let go of. And so, I would start by doing that. And that's going to really be your compass and your map to show you what you need to let go of. And then the Ho'oponopono prayer would be very important, to help heal. I think that would be really good. And then, of course, um, however much water you're drinking, I would increase it, and make sure that you're drinking really good water, and getting electrolytes in it, and just making sure that you're getting enough vitamins and nutrients. And then, of course, and I'm sure you know this with the bladder, but I'm just going to reiterate it, that cranberry juice is really, really good for our bladders. And the pure cranberry juice, you try, and if you can't handle the purity of then just do the other kind. But I hope that helps.
Okay, so Liz, any chance for a reading?
Yeah. Liz, and this comes as no surprise, that your health and wellness are at the forefront. Um, your angels and your guides are surrounding you, and there too. I know you know this, and I know you know this too, but it's just a reminder that we need to ask for every little thing that we need their help with. And so they're reminding you to ask them for what you want, and they want you to know that you are on the um spiritual healing path right now, and they want you to know that to they want you to know to focus on the progress that you're making, and not perfection, and try not to, sometimes we can go down that rabbit hole of, um you know when our bodies aren't feeling good, it affects our whole well-being, and it can make us upset, and it can make us mad and irritable, and what they want to convey is try not to get caught up in that, and to look at all the blessings, instead, and to just, notice the blessings that have taken place, and to watch for signs, and to really take care of yourself, and whether you've got to you know just keep resting, and I know that can get monotonous too, but they're saying to rest, to recharge, to reset. And I don't know, Liz, if you have any pets, but I get that they are helping you too, in your healing process, and their energy alone helps raise your vibration, and are really healing for you too.
So Carl has, will I be able to collect from a friend who owes me this week? Money is scarce. Everything is delayed. Will I be able to make it till next week? Any message from my guides, please? Thanks.
Oh, Carl, I'm so sorry this is happening. Um, I'm getting you're gonna have to wait, and I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm getting you're gonna have to wait. Um, I'm getting that you will get your money, but it's all in perfect timing, and 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 that you are gonna be okay. Um, but I do get that you're gonna have to wait, and I'm so sorry to have to tell you that. And then just remain positive, just do whatever you can to remain positive with the situation. And this can be, a reminder to, this person that, when he pays you back, that, this this probably this the gift of money, maybe, um to rethink it next time he asks you, because now he's got you in a situation that is putting you in a situation where now things seem scarce, and that's not a fun situation to be in. So I'm getting, possibly it will be next week, but I'm hoping, and I'm going to send prayers that I'm wrong.
Jessica Lee, may I have a guide message?
Yeah. Hi, Jessica. Wow, positivity is really a thing, and I wonder if just the energy that we're in, we just are, just having a hard time with it. But I'm getting it's really important for you, Jessica, whatever's going on right now, and coming up in the next few weeks, just to remain positive. And they're saying to really, and to be present in the moment. And I know sometimes this can be hard, because we get so wrapped up in the busyness and the stuff that is going on in our lives, that it's sometimes, I know even for myself, it's like a constant reminder that, to be present in the moment, to be present in the moment. I'm also getting that there's a creative project coming up. And so I don't know if it's something to do with work, or it's a hobby, or something that you're thinking about doing. But they're saying to go ahead, to do it, to pursue it, and that it might require you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, and do so with following your heart and your intuition, and only as it, now I say that feels comfortable, but your guides and your angels will only push you, to the point of where it feels comfortable. But beyond those couple steps, they're saying that really things could just really blossom for you. I'm getting that there's an important, and I don't know if you've been waiting on a message, somebody to get back to you as far as a text message, or if you've been waiting email or something in the mail. But I get that that's going to be coming through. So I don't know. It's one of those things in the mail, email, text message, or actual mail. And if you're second guessing that you're healing, just know that you are really going through a healing process, and that you're not only healing yourself, but you're healing ancestral wounds too.
So this Raven asks, I won my lawsuit. Will he pay me soon?
Oh, there's a lot of money that people are being owed, isn't there? I get two that you're going to have to wait a little bit. I know, what is this waiting period that everybody is having to go through? I'm getting two that you're going to have to wait a little bit, but not to worry. I mean, it's coming in, and as soon as it comes in, that there's going to be, happy changes in your life, and that, your situation that you're in right now is going to improve.
Sharon O'Brien, I would love a reading, please.
Yeah. Hi, Sharon.
So I have Jenny, Berlin, Diamond, Zima, Robinson, Aisha, Foley.
Sharon, I don't know if you've had somebody that you somebody in your life, a relationship that has been giving you a little bit of difficulty. I don't know if it's a person, or if it's actually, maybe it even could be like a situation that has happened. What they want you to know is just know that when our angels and guides push a situation or a person out of our lives, it's because they've seen what's happening behind the scenes, and that they know that there's better relationships waiting for you and opening, or as they say, as one door closes, even a better one opens. And so I don't know if this is happening to you now or if it's something coming up in the near future, because I hear soon. And I'm getting that to allow a little bit more joy and fun and adventure into your life. And whether it be at home or if it's at home, getting out board games, or playing, allowing yourself time to play a game on your phone, or um, watching a sporting game, or playing bingo or puzzles or whatever. But to have some fun, if possible, if you can. They're saying a road trip would be fun, even if it's just a weekend getaway. I get that there's big changes going to coming in for the better into your life. And um and and they're saying just to continue letting go of the old, um the things in the past, and that's going to continue to allow you to heal.
Jenny Berlin, hi, do you have a message from my guys?
Yeah.
I saw a question from Osmanthus, but it's not showing up in my, so I have to look for it.
Yeah. Yep.
Osmanthus, could you repost it? I saw it and I was sure I start it and now I don't see it in my list.
Jenny, you are really doing the work, girl. They say that you've been really working on yourself, and you've been clearing away the old, and to keep clearing away the negativity. And if there's people in your life that are bringing in negative situations, toxicity, drama, anything negative, to put up better boundaries with them. And it appears like you've been doing that. And they're saying meditation is really the key right now, that you're getting messages and insight and whatnot. And it's really, the meditation is really opening you up. um I get changes coming in. I don't know if you have something planned coming up. And I know we have the holidays coming up, but they're saying just it's always good to have a backup plan. So I don't know, even if you're planning on traveling, maybe just allow extra time, um, and just prepare a little bit extra, for possible delays. I think we're possibly coming into, um, I don't know when we come into Mercury retrograde, but it almost feels like a Mercury retrograde, just to just to back up, to back up your computer, have backup plans, allow extra time, um, and and you're gonna everything's gonna be fine. It's just to allow extra time, and just plan ahead.
Yeah, funny. Osmanthus, a career message for me.
I I don't know if you're working right now. I get that maybe you're contemplating, like, totally changing what you're doing, what you're doing right now, to doing something else. I'm I'm also getting that you may be thinking about doing something on your own or partnering with somebody. If not, I'm just throwing that out there that whatever you've been thinking about as far as career wise, I'm getting that it's you've either already thought about the changing it up or you're going to be thinking about changing it up, and that it could be something, thank you, like being your own business owner or partner, um and and I get that this, by doing this could really make you possibly feel very vulnerable, but it's, I get that it's safe, but of course you're the one that's in charge and you have to follow your intuition. And it's so important for you to believe in yourself. And then just remember, in the midst of the change and whatnot, that it's really important to take extra care of yourself too.
Diamond, may I please get a message from Spirit on we will get through financially in paying our rent and fixing my car. Both are due unnecessary next week. Thank you, boss. Yeah, and Sharon side, thank you for posting the links. Oh, Osmaster said, I'm trying to apply for a different job. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, and I get that it's gonna be something different. It's and the job and when I said, being your own business person, or maybe it's an upper management, and that you would be the boss. You would be in charge of a department, or being in charge of people, or whatnot. Diamond, I I get things are going to really turn around for you in a couple months, and I know when a person's financially feeling strapped, to hear that, it sounds, a couple months sounds like eternity. I do get that, you're definitely ready. You're ready for a change, and there too, they're just saying to really remain positive, and believe that there's help, and money coming in. I do get that, you should reach out for support, and it could be, I'm getting a loved one, so either a family, a friend, um, a loved one, um, a spouse, a boyfriend. I'm getting that there's somebody out there that can help you get through this little hiccup that you're in, and and just to put all your feelings aside, and to reach out for support. And um and I do get things, this little hiccup, I do see things turning around for you in the next couple months.
Zima Robinson, may I have a general reading, please? Yeah, Diamond said it's a slow season of business, so I'm not surprised a few months from now.
Yeah. Have you been thinking about taking some online classes, or just watching YouTube videos? I'm getting either you yourself are doing energy work on yourself or for others. If not, it could be something that maybe you're interested in, um, because I get that, this. right here we have this spiritual community, and we're all just helping each other heal and grow, and some days we're teachers and some days we're students, and so that you have so much to give to others and to a community. So I don't know if you've been reading books or watching videos or taking classes. It's really important for you to really love on yourself a little bit harder and know that you are lovable and that you're deserving. And I see love like blossoming around you. And um rose quartz is something really to help work with this love energy. um and it's really important for this energy we're in. I'm actually, tomorrow I am doing an energy update at 1 o'clock Pacific time, on this energy we're in, and it's just there's just a lot of combative energy going on right now, and so they want you to know that if you're feeling right now that you're in it with somebody or a situation, or just know if it's coming up, to remember to just choose your battles. And like I always say, I use the 5 rule. Is it going to matter in 5 hours, 5 days, 5 months, 5 years? And if it's not, I just to let it go. And there to just to be, to remember to take care of yourself. And that kind of goes back to the love, to remember to the self-love and self-care, and just to love a little bit harder on yourself.
Yeah, so Diamond was saying, but will we get through paying our upcoming rent okay? That was my question. So Aisha, Sheriff, Zai met Bob has feelings for me. Can I trust him?
I'm getting so I'm getting so um but they're also saying that to listen to your higher self, to listen to that voice inside. And sometimes we can get it from just being still and quiet. Sometimes we can get it through meditation. um I'm getting that, if you've been thinking about giving up on the relationship, I'm getting not to keep pursuing the relationship. But I'm also getting that there might need to be a little bit more of a compromise in the relationship.
So this is the last question. Christine, can I have a reading about how to handle my dad and his spending? He took 15,000 and for trees, and the banker has informed me he is in his 84. Oh my God.
Oh, Christine. Oofda, oofda, oofda.
So this is the last question. If I miss anyone, let me know. Although, yeah. Boy, that's a hard one.
That is a hard one. And $15,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Christine, I get that we have I'm seeing like gloves being put on, but not for fighting, but for like kid gloves to handle him almost like a kid, that I get that he's he's aware of what he does, but he's not really he's aware, but he's not really aware of what the consequences of what he's doing. Um, I I get it's up to you to make those decisions. Um, it might be that that you might have to look into like power of attorney, and getting all that paperwork done, now ahead of time, where you could have a say in what's going on. um and then you could be aware of these situations before they take place too, so then you could have you that would give you a chance to reel him back in, and try to state your claim to him about why these things, we shouldn't do these things, and whatnot. And I get, as we get older, we feel like we just we lose the what's the word I'm looking for? We don't, I can't think of the word. We don't feel as if we have as much say. And so, I almost wonder if it's just his way of just, going, I can still do this, and I'm going to do what I want. And so I think just handling him as we would, one of our kids, and just saying, Dad, we need to reel it back a little bit. Yeah, just they lose their confidence, and they don't have as many opportunities to make decisions as they did when they were younger too. And so they start making these decisions that aren't always in their best interest. And so if maybe you could look into being maybe a power of attorney, or getting some paperwork done, and it could be even at the bank, where he allows you to be on there, so you can, if he's going to make a big purchase, that you would have a say in it.
Yes. So Liz said there's a second part to her question, but I don't see it. I'm right there. Any chance for a reading? And then I don't see it. So could you repost it?
Yes, Annie, thank you. Yes, and this is for entertainment purposes only. You got to do what's best for you, Christine.
Yeah, that's that. I don't get the list in Osage. There's a second part to the question, but that's all I found. Came in late but register. You know how complicated my issues are, and you are so powerful and worth re-listening. So that's what I get.
Oh, thank you, Liz. And Liz, you're always in my prayers too. I have a prayer list, and you're on it.
Yeah, okay.
And so many of everybody in the chat is on it.
Yeah, I have to take. Yeah, okay.
And yeah, they lose their independence. And so, by losing their independence, it's just they want that freedom to make choices. And sometimes, as they get older, the choices that they make aren't always the best choices, but it's that fear of losing their independence that my mom talks about this often, that there's not a lot she can do anymore. And so even if it's just putting her pajamas on by herself, she wants to be able to do that because it makes her feel independent. And so as we get older, it's just those things are less and less. And so Christine, I think it's important just to figure out how you can dial him back a little bit, and allow the family to be able to have a say in some of these big decisions that he's making.
So Liz in all said, I'm being encouraged to reach out and do healing proactively for others. What do you feel?
Well, first thing I get, Liz, is you're an amazing healer. And you definitely have the ability to heal others and to do this. And I say yes. However, the stipulation that I have in there for you, Liz, is that we as healers give out so much of our energy, that it's so important that you don't start giving away too much of your energy where it leaves you depleted and then you get back into the rut of not feeling well. However, it too is, when we heal others, we heal ourselves too. So I mean, there's that too. It's just I think I definitely think yes, Liz. I think it's just really important that you put smaller time increments on it, so you just don't deplete yourself.
Yeah, she said, I'm asking spirit to guide me how, when, where. Um, so where was it? Oops. Yes, so Carhes, please add me too, Kelly.
Carl, you're on it. You're on it. There's so many of you that don't even probably realize you're on it, that it's just my subscribers, people that I think that are in need. I add them to the list. But Carl, you're on it.
Raven, did you pay anything about me and my purpose? Yeah. So this was the one where he said the lawsuit, will he pay me soon? So he said, did you? Yeah, okay, I think, yeah. So that's it for today. That's a lot of reading for you.
I and well and it's been such a long time. I mean, July, what was that? Well, I was gone practically the whole month of August, and then and then had my son's wedding. And so I we were doing this once a month, and if it works out with your schedule, because I mean, I know you have a lot going on, we can continue to do this once a month and just provide healing for everybody, and just some hope and some insight and some messages, and sharing the love as a community for one another. And I think is just in itself is healing.
Yeah.
Just being together.
So Nanya Business Google is Raven. Please add me as well.
I will absolutely add you.
So yeah, Sharon said, thank you so much posting all the links.
Sharon, you're amazing.
Yes.
Everybody here is amazing, and I thank you. Thank you for showing up with all of your love and kindness and support, and just being here for one another, and yeah, just sharing the love. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. I will get you back as soon as you are able to.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a busy schedule. This time because you got sick.
Yes, and then on my way back from India, I got the C word and had to recover, and I take a trip on Friday and we'll be gone. But um, I'll tomorrow though, guys. If anybody is around at 1 o'clock, I'll be doing my energy update, and then I'll be back. I'll be back next week too.
So do you have any, well, for those on my channel, do you have anything to share on your trip to India?
It was absolutely it was incredible. It was, I have to say there was things that made me open my eyes about being in another country. But the one thing that I take away from India was the people. And here in the US, I think we're pretty loving and caring, and we have great hospitality, and um we invite people into our homes and take care of them. I was overcome with just so much gratitude from the people there. They literally they took care of us in a way it was like almost like we were royalty. I mean, just any little thing that we needed. I mean, it was just boom, they got it for you. I mean, all as soon as they knew you liked something, I mean, they just made sure, like every once in a while I like to have a mini Coke. Well, all you had to do once they found out that you needed that, well then they were, bringing them on, and I had told I after a while the food was getting to my stomach, and so I started getting an icky stomach, and I had mentioned to one of the chefs at our hotel that I love pancakes. And next thing you know, they were making pancakes. They would have pancakes for dinner, they would have them for breakfast. I mean, it's like little gestures like that you just go, wow. And they would invite us into their house, and they would set us at the table, and they would just stand there and fill our plates. And it was an incredible um experience, as far as the love and hospitality, and just the energy of the places that we visited. The Taj Mahal, which was really incredible. And we visited there was a palace, I can't remember the name of it, and the SOS wildlife elephant sanctuary, that was absolutely incredible. But just driving down the roads, you would see a camel. All of a sudden there'd be a camel walking down the road, and it would just kind of just blow your mind. Or you would be driving down the road, and then there would be cows laying in the middle of the road, and you literally had to honk, or if you could go around them, you'd have to go around them. um it was incredible. And one day I was walking down the street, and there was these monkeys just looking at me, and I started talking to them, and and it was really incredible, from the hotel that we stayed at, into the people that invited us into their homes. It was it was it was an experience I'll never ever forget. It was it was nice. I mean, when we first got there was a couple of things that traumatized me, that I had to work through, but all in all, it was the good outweighed that little bit of trauma I had in the beginning, just getting used to and just getting used to the busyness. I mean, we went for a walk, which we really should have never ever went for a walk, because we we have stoplights and stop signs, and they do there, but they don't use them. So people drive on every side of the road. There's no sidewalks, and so it's just cars going this way, that way. If you're going to turn, you just turn out in front of a car. It just, I wasn't used to that, and so my nervous system in the beginning just really took a hit, because it was just like, but then you got used to that after a while too.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's call it a day. Yeah. So thank you everyone for being here.
Yes.
Again, thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay. And thank you for sharing about that.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, so much love. I hope everybody that is waiting for that money to come in, that it comes in, and prayers up that it does. And everybody just be extra gentle to yourself and take extra care of yourself. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. So bye.
Bye,
So
everybody.
yeah. And stream. Bye.